Hey guys, this is Julian, the professional bum from the Binary Lab, and today we're doing a mindset video. The topic for today is when being overly careful kills your results. And when I talk about being overly careful, this is not just in binary options trading, but actually in every aspect of life. So every weekend I like to do these mindset videos because I'm able to draw on various life examples, and in fact the things I discuss in videos like this can be applied in many areas outside of trading. And the fact of it is that just when you listen to what I'm about to share with you today, you're going to find that it makes sense, and it's going to help you in some ways, and it's going to help you make an impact in your trading and perhaps other things as well. So today when I talk about how being overly cautious is going to affect your results, how it can kill or sabotage your results in trading and everything else, I'm going to be drawing upon tennis examples. And as you guys know, I like to make these videos after tennis every weekend. So if you hear the sounds around, that's because tennis is happening. This is like a cluster where a lot of tennis courts in the area. So a couple of days ago, I played with a tennis shop owner. He runs a tennis shop that I've been stringing my rackets at for the past couple of years. We've been playing a couple of times in the last few weeks, and it's just been like sparring, just rallies. But a few days ago, we just played our first match ever. Okay, and I lost that match. How did I lose it, and what makes that? Why do I want to share that? Why is it relevant? It's actually very, very relevant because when we do rallies, I clearly have the upper hand. But when we go into a match, I get to be cautious, and I haven't been playing competitive matches for a long time. Even though I used to be a competitive tennis player and tennis coach for many years, but somehow when it comes down to competition, which I don't do as often as I used to anymore, I realized that this problem came up. I got too cautious on all the important points. How many of us get too cautious when it's something important? And did you know that kills you? So we were going up like game for game for the first game or so, and then he broke my serve, I broke his serve back, and then we're kind of level again. And finally, when he broke it, and then he broke it, I broke back. We held serve a little bit more. It was quite a long match, as you can tell. So at a certain point, I kept losing on all the crucial points, and that's how the breaks happened. Anyway, we went into a tie break, and the reason why I lost was because I was too cautious. I could see that he was playing a more risky game because at that point he had not expected that he was going to do so well in a match versus me. Because I usually have him running all over the court during our friendly rallies, but during the match, the pace was not all that fast as it usually was, and he realized that he could actually come very close to beating me, or in fact even achieving more than a 4-6 result would have been an achievement for him. So when he was tied at 6 games all in a tie break, he decided that he was going to raise his risk level. He started hitting like faster serves, and he started like attacking the ball a lot more, using a lot more of what's called elastic energy, which is very it's harder to control, and it can be inconsistent at times. So, but that enabled him to get the upper hand. And on the other end, I was thinking, okay, the next point I'm going to raise my risk. No, maybe not. I'm going to be controlled, and I'm going to be I'm going to be slow and controlled, right? Next point I'm going to raise my risk. Next point I'm going to raise my risk. But in the end, it came down to 2 match points. He had 2 chances to close off the match, and I was thinking, okay, I've been procrastinating for too long, and this is about the time I should raise my risk. And when I raised my risk, I made 2 mistakes in a row, losing 2 points in a row and giving him the match. So how that relates to trading is that think of those times whether you're trading binary options or you're trading forex or you're trading stocks. But I think especially on binary options, because it's very score related and it's also very trade size related. Okay, and when we talk about trading, okay, very often it is about the often error that people make is that when they get careful, they take smaller trades than they should take. When they take smaller trades, it becomes harder to recover the money you made in a normal size loss. So let's say if your normal trade size is $100 per trade. So in binary, it's a $100 option. It's a forex, maybe a stop loss is $100. Okay, so when you make a typical trade like that, a $100 trade, assuming that you're going to go for an $80 profit on that risk. So every $100 is supposed to make 80, and then you lost one, you lost two, and suddenly that gets you very what? Careful. Have you seen people in a a sports match, badminton, squash, or even tennis, like what I said? You know, they start out really well, but once they begin to lose, it is a very long drawn loss. So slow loss. Sometimes, have you ever seen a match where the score is 1-6, but you see or let's say someone wins 6-1, basically 1-6, same thing, right? But when you say, oh, you know, I was actually there watching that match, and it was the match was a lot closer than it looked. Why does that happen? Whenever you start to lose and you get cautious on the subsequent trades, that is what's going to happen to your account. You're going to have a slow and steady decline. You're not going to lose your account overnight, like some people who, you know, don't know what they're doing, and keep up a high risk or even raise their risk. That's when they lose their account very fast. But you know, the good news for you guys is that if you are slowly depleting your account, it probably also shows that you know what you're doing, but you're just too cautious. Think about it. Okay, look through your results. Do a simulation. If you had traded the same size in your losses, in your wins as well as your losses, would you have made more or less money? Okay, this is a very important exercise because a lot of people just do not realize how often they win. And when they do that, you begin to realize that these are the exact people who will lose $400 trades and win $6 $50 trades. So they're actually 60%. They're actually 60% accurate, or maybe even 70% accurate, because maybe they win 70 $50 trades, but they lose $300 trades. So the key here is to be able to increase your risk level appropriately. Do not be overcautious. Like sometimes what you need to win, I know it's very hard. It's as difficult as trying to flip over the top of your head, and I still cannot do a backflip. Well, I did it once, but I sprained my leg pretty bad, and that's been keeping me from wanting to do it again. But it's that same thing. It's a mental barrier that you need to overcome in order to progress. So if you want to increase your trading profits, you want to increase your results, you have to learn to be more daring when you are losing. Okay? Not stupidly so, but smartly so. Not carelessly as well. Okay? The fact that you're already cautiously losing stuff because of a lower risk when you won anyway shows that you're ready for a higher risk. So in your trading this week, I encourage that you may want to try to take an even size amount of trades throughout. Okay. And if you are concerned that maybe you're going to start your first day of the week on a losing streak, then how about this? Let's get your trading size down to an amount to as comfortable. Amount that's so low that it's comfortable for you to do, whether you win or lose. So if you're currently trading at $100 per trade, why don't you try to fix at $10 per trade? Okay, and that's the challenge, because already when you go from 100 to 10, what can you possibly do? When you lose 10 times, that's equivalent to only one loss that you usually make. So drop down the amounts, stay consistent, and trade in your usual way, and you're probably going to have more profits than you usually do. Alright, that's all for this week. And in the Binary Lab, I run trading sessions on most days of the week, 4 to 6 sessions weekly. You're welcome to join my group. And lately we just had some great breakthroughs. I was able to combine some old methods with some new philosophies, and our recent performance has been pretty phenomenal. If you check out my Facebook profile page, you would have seen the results in the recent sessions. We've been steadily scoring over 81% win. So I look forward to seeing you in our trading group, but even otherwise, I hope the video that I've just made today is able to give you some direction and benefit to you. So if you like this video, click the like button and subscribe so that you can see more of the videos like this. And feel free to share this video with anyone that you feel this video can be of benefit to. Have a good weekend.